It's time to do a little pre-rain update. Or, excuse me, post-rain update. Post-rain. Because, like I said, we've been in moderate drought conditions for eastern NC. So, we just got a bunch of rain. Wonderful. These are zucchini. My wife just picked them today, so you're not going to see too many, but there's a zucchini there. But the rest got picked. Okay. These are peas. I gotta remember. Butter beans. Excuse me, butter beans. Boy, I'm having a problem thinking today. Purple holes. Purple holes. And we did already harvest our potatoes. We got a pretty nice crop of them. And we took some of the ones that were already growing, starting to grow on their own, and we put them back in the soil, replant it so we can get another round. Of course, our lettuce is now done. Got spent early. So right now we're leaving that and the ducks are eating it. Okay. Onions from the grocery store that just decided to start growing on their own, as well as these potatoes. These are basically russet potatoes from the grocery store that even though they're treated with sprout inhibitor, after a while, nature's going to take over and they're going to grow. Real quick, these are our sunflowers. These are not the mammoth sunflowers that I have. Like I said, that one's getting ready to pop open. But these are open. That's open. Like I said, still more getting ready to open. Oh, and this is a friendly bee in there. Oh, we love seeing bees on the flowers and plants. So we'll leave him alone, let him do what he's gonna do. On our property, we do not kill bees. We are honey bee lovers. And over here, this is an heirloom zucchini plant that we got next to our dog's little holding pen. Okay, this is a squash. That squash is almost ready to be picked. And this is a zucchini plant it's growing kind of slow. And that's a hydrangea right there. It's growing slow. This is one of the mammoth sunflowers that my brother sent me. One of many that's growing. A rose bush that has used all of its blooms. All right. Another view of the sunflowers. All right. This is another russet potato that from the grocery store, growing really well. Rutabaga that was transplanted. And these right here are sweet potatoes that are definitely vining out, so we ought to get some sweet potatoes. Got some carrots that, as you can see right down there, they are pretty much ready to pick. But like I said, carrots are going to be coming out pretty soon, which will just leave our rutabagas in the ground. A few more rutabagas right there. Yep, rutabaga. These are some squash that I found, or I think these are squash or zucchini, but we actually had no idea where they came from. They were just growing out of a tarp that we had on the ground. So, hey, I picked them up with the soil, transplanted them here in hopes that they would keep growing, and it's working. This is a black cherry tomato that I've moved it over here to get more sunlight because the other tomato plants were starving it out. And I fertilized them and they're still not growing, so mystery there. This is some corn that I got saved. My corn is way back down there, but these were getting drowned out because the other ones were growing faster. So I transplanted this corn over here into a bed that was no longer being used, and they're taking so far. Spinach that's already done. We're letting it go to seed, but right now we're just feeding the ducks and chickens with it every so often as a treat. These are our Jackson peas, growing really well. Sunflower that we're about to pull and start using for seed, collect all the seeds. Empty bed. More of our Jackson peas that are now growing pretty strong. And these are 2 zucchini plants that I brought over because they too were growing. They grew way too late, and the other ones had grown way past them, so they were being sun drowned. So I picked them, pulled them out of the soil and transplanted them over here to let them have room, and they're doing better. Still our garlic, that's growing. That's looking good. And our peppers. These are some of our peppers, some of our cayennes, as well as you can see some bell peppers right there. Yep, they got bell peppers growing in there. And right now, that's all I'm seeing on these over here. They're still having to grow. Okay, these are Mare Blanche tomato plants, still looking good, but slow growth, very slow growth. Probably because these big tomato plants are drowning them out. But these are our big boys. And as you see, there is abundance of tomatoes all over them. And so the Romas that were planted with them. So these Romas are looking good. But like I said, the harvest of these big boys are awesome. And we've got one that's turning right now. So that one will go to the Lord. And then the next one will go to my mom since she likes these. Now this is my black diamond box. Very interesting story. My brother would love it. He sent me 2 packages. I didn't get none of them to germinate. I gave them over a month, different ways of germination. And like I said, I couldn't get them to grow. So I finally got this one, and that one to grow after I had already called Fairy Morse, which has wonderful customer service. And they sent me 2 more packages, which I've actually got put up. I haven't put it in the ground, but I may have to send it back to them because about 2 weeks after I called them, these came up. That one, and this one, and that one. And I'm sitting there going, that is crazy. And now, almost 2 months after I just put them in the ground, hoping some of them would grow, out of nowhere, now we got 1, 2 just popping the ground, and this one has not fully come out, but that one's coming up. That's crazy. 2 months in the ground. We have watered it consistently, so it's been getting water, but out of nowhere, they've now popped up almost 2 months later. So now I went from having no black diamond watermelons to now it might be too much for that box. So I'll see if I want to transplant them. So stay tuned. This is a combination of tiger melons, which is in the cantaloupe family, and our regular cantaloupe. And as you see, the rain has just blossomed this one. This is our mountain sweet orange watermelon plant. So definitely been vining out. And this is our orange crush watermelon box. So definitely got all that growing. Spineless okra. So yeah, spineless okra looking good. And burgundy okra. I just love these okra plants here are beautiful. I mean, they got a beautiful burgundy color. And we've actually picked one okra off of it so far. It was a head of its class. This is our table queen winter squash. They also call it acorn squash. These are the ones we have left that are growing right now. We harvested 3 yesterday. So, and if you to get a size comparison, there's my hand. So yeah. Okay. This is our supersonic squash, which has, sad to say, not been supersonic. And they have not been vigorous producers like the package says, but that could be on the gardener. So I don't complain about that. We'll just keep working with it. But yeah, there's one squash growing there and a couple over here. Okay. And that plant's doing pretty good. Okay. Here is my poblano peppers, kind of going slow. Poblanos. Yellow bell hybrids. Like I said, we got some growing right there. Got another one right there. Our sweet basil being crowded out, but it's keeping the pest away. This is our Cherokee tomato. Yep. Our Cherokee purple tomatoes, which, like I said, you have to kind of dig in to see some of them. But yeah, you got one way down there. Probably can't see it. Oh, barely. Right down there. Ooh, got a couple right up here that you could probably see. Right there. A couple down there that you could probably see. Vigorous grower. And then humongous cucumbers. Starting to go up the trellis. And right now, see some of the cucumbers like right there growing straight. So yeah, nice one there. And we've seen a couple more. Oh, there's a nice one right there. It's growing, so we're definitely getting cucumbers growing for sure, like that. These are straight 8 cucumbers. Not growing as fast and vigorous as the other ones, but we're slowly training them up. Volunteer squash plants that we found with some marigold. And these straight 8 cucumbers are kind of slow. Duck pin. Okay, more squash plants. I think these are spaghetti squash right here. Zucchini. These zucchini are growing kind of weird. That one's not ready to pick yet, but it's almost there. And we got a couple small ones down there. Okay. These are lemon drop squash right here. They're just like summer squash, but let me show you why they call them lemon drop. Look right there. Looks like a lemon, but that's a squash. Hence, lemon drop squash. Already one harvested, so happy about that. We'll jump over here. This is another butter bean, looking better. These are green beans. Green beans. And I'm going to go a little out of order, but these are some parsley that is being kind of starved out. This is white hybrid corn. White hybrid, so it'll be kernels that grow solid white. Like I said, good, healthy stalks. Good, healthy stalks. Okay. This is the regular run-of-the-mill sweet corn. Not growing as vigorously as the other hybrids, but... And then, like I said, this is the purple and white hybrid corn. So white corn with purple kernels mixed in with it. And as you see, they're already trying to form the cobs in several places. Like I said, right here, trying to form the cobs. But like I said, they're growing pretty strong. And as you see, the farmer's growing corn behind us. So we're hoping it doesn't cause any cross-pollination problems. Okay, these are honeydews that are starting to grow finally. Marigolds, honeydews, not too bad. Dill plant that has gone to flower pretty early, but we'll try to do our best to harvest with it. These are our Armenian cucumbers. Armenians. I cannot wait till they start growing, because once they start growing, they ain't gonna stop for at least 2 or 3 months. We'll be picking Armenians all the way into probably September around here, but right now, a little slow of a start because of the drought. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I told you the ducks are loving the excess water. This is a German thyme, oregano, black cherry tomatoes that got transplanted over here to give them more sunlight, Roma tomato, parsley, parsley, or parsley. So our parsley's not doing too bad at all. Here are our gourds that are growing. Another gourd. Another gourd. Another gourd. And as you can see right there, we're trying to get a project started to where we're going to get the ducks their own little pond in the back. So like I said, filled that up. Okay. No, these are ambrosia cantaloupe. Ambrosia cantaloupe. Ambrosia. And ambrosia. Okay. More of the mammoth sunflowers that my brother sent me. Pedro. We have some more of our chickens. Like I said, those sunflowers look good. And as you see, Pedro does not like me, so he is pacing me. A fig tree that we're growing. It's looking pretty good. This is rosemary that we're growing. And these are lemon drop tomatoes. I think they're lemon drop. I forgot their exact name, so I just know that the tomatoes will come out nice and yellow. Which, as you see, got some tomatoes growing there. So looking good down there. Zucchini, which I think I found one that my wife missed. That one is ready to come off. Zucchini, another. I like the flesh on these zucchini. The skins look really good. And then more zucchini. So our zucchini plants are doing awesome. All right, I'm now in what I like to commonly joke around as the Velociraptor pen, because as you see, my garden is out there, and I am now in Pedro's territory. Pedro does not like me. If you're new to the channel, Pedro hates my guts. But like I said, letting you see some of the chickens we have, as well as our turkeys over there. All the excess rain. And so far, I guess because he's on camera, Pedro's behaving. But normally you would not see Pedro behave. It just does not happen. Okay. Oh, I guess they think they're getting treats. But come into the stinky chicken coop. Sweltering hot in here. Sweltering, but like I said, we got all this wood for free, and the price of lumber right now, that's pretty good. But as you see, we've got tons of eggs down there. It's almost like going Easter egg hunting, but we're trying to see if we can get these chickens to start brooding. But yep, got some brown eggs. We got the blue Easter eggs. So I mean, yep. If any of you guys know about chickens, or how do we know they're trying to brood them, let me know. And like I said, got a lot of our birds in here. Oop, oop, watch out. The turkeys everybody seems to like, except for my wife. She don't like them. And then here's our Pekin ducks. They have quickly outpaced the size of our other ducks. So we've got 2 ruined ducks. We also got ruined ducks, Cayuga duck, and some khaki Campbells. And then we got 4 Pekins. And you probably heard Pedro. So that's going to end this minute. Like I said, it's not as long as the last one, but like I said, just giving you a little tour of the Mitchell homestead and what we're doing. Don't forget to hit subscribe.